A very good evening to you and welcome to the Business Plus. My name is Rachel Kahogo. Now, on today's episode, this is where you call your business-minded friends. You're having an amazing episode, and this is because we are in my favorite industry, the hotel industry. And today we are in Kericho, Canaan Hotel, and you're having Kuria. We've had him here at Business Plus in another episode. I'm sure mkimuona utakuwa na maswali and of course atakuwa kikujibu. He's a guru in the hotel industry and he'll be telling us about what you're supposed to do for your business to grow. This is where you get a lot of knowledge. Kama unapenda the hotel industry, this is the place to be. So for all the questions that you have, unaweza tuliza pale ndani ya MBCI TV Facebook page on the comment section. We're also live on YouTube, MBCI TV official YouTube page. So tuliza maswali zote, and today Kuria is going to be answering all your questions. So this is the place to be. Usende mbali, tell a friend to tell a friend, because business is more than meets the eye. Kuria, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Thank you for having us on Business Plus again.
You're welcome.
Yes. Na tunapenda hii biashara, so we might keep coming.
Karibuni every time.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So say hi to our viewers. Then we start off.
Hi viewers. My name is Joseph Kuria, and I am the founder of Canaan Hotel. Karibuni sana.
Asante. So tunaona bado shughuli zinaendelea.
Yes.
And you can definitely tell that you really love the hotel industry. We've been here while you were telling us about Sunshine and how it started.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a totally different, it was a totally different beginning, because you even told us how it started and the beautiful history about it.
Yeah.
But now tell us, why do you really love being in the hotel industry? Mbona mpaka ukaanza ingine na tunajua kuna ingine already?
So I think for me, like I had said in the other episodes, I think this is episode 2.
Yeah.
So for me, I fell in love with hospitality business because I didn't imagine it. I found myself in it, and then I grew to love, you know, what we do.
Okay.
Mostly because you deal with different people every single day, and the food business is such an amazing thing because you, unajua watu husema tumbo is the center.
Yeah.
So you are able to make people happy. They come, they eat, you know, they are refreshed, you know, and you see people actually getting very happy. Actually, this is where most of the moments that people want to have. You have a birthday, you come here. You have maybe when people are saying sorry to each other, they come to the restaurant. So there are so many of these things. You will see someone who's frustrated, they want to come, have good food, feel good. So the industry, this service industry is very volatile, and also it gives you that picture of, you know, the daily living of what people are able to experience over time. Yes. Okay.
And now, because you've been in this industry for quite some time, for a long time, so to say, for a long time now, what do you do just to make sure that your hotel remains very unique? Because you've seen a lot of hotels coming up and a lot of people are getting into the hospitality industry. So what do you do to remain relevant and very unique?
Personally, you realize I like when things are looking good.
Yeah.
So even here in Canaan, my first priority was to make sure that people are going to come, enjoy. You know, ukiketi, you feel, yes, like I feel nice, I'm important. But most importantly, it's the food.
Yeah.
People want to have nice things. And in our generation right now, people want to actually have very nice food because of the sensitivities that are there and all that.
True.
So for me, key base, very good service and very good food. And when I say very good food, I mean very good food.
Yes, that I can attest. I can actually attest of that. And also you've mentioned about the place has to look good.
Yes.
And of course you can see hata wewe unaweza ukaona from the background and how the place looks. It's not just an ordinary hotel. You've done a lot of the interior. So as a guru in this industry, would you advise people who are starting up hotels just to put up a place na chakula mzuri, ama you'd really tell them about the interior of the place?
Again, kila mtu kila mtu akona ugali kwa nyumba, kila mtu akona nyama.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need to be in a hotel. So the whole aspect of making your restaurant or cafe or hotel look very good is because people are looking for experiences.
Yeah.
Because, for example, if you wanted to go somewhere and maybe this place was to be lit, dark colors, you tend to feel like maybe that's not what.
Yeah.
So it's not the food; it's how the place looks.
Yes. Right.
If it's very beautiful, you might want to come with your friends. So we are selling experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beyond the food, the behind the scenes, we are selling the experience. Yeah.
So to make sure that even as we come,
Yeah.
we live with the best customer experience. You end up tukiambiananga, Canaan is the place.
That's where you want to be.
All right. And now, because we've mentioned a lot about food, and of course that is what happens here most of the time, watu wanakuanga na issue sana na nilikula mahali ikakuwa ni food poisoning or I didn't love the food, your food ni kama imekaa. So what do you do just to make sure that every time you serve people, the food is very fresh and hakutakuwa na any cases of food poisoning or issues of food?
It's very simple. You have to accept that it is the quality of food that matters, not the profit.
Not the profit?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you are so keen on the profit, like, for example, I'll give you a very good example. We cannot sell food ya jana tuuze leo because ilibaki. So we have to make sure that every morning they have to come and cook. They have to come and redo everything the way they did it yesterday. And then we have timelines. There's something we call HASP. HASP is more or less like a regulation that helps us to know how to deal with different types of food. No contamination, there are all those things. So we have to make sure that that is being followed. And also the timelines. There are foods that cannot stay beyond 4 hours.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that, for example, we sell very good mokimo here, but our mokimo here has timelines. You come here at 11, by 3 it's over. Yes.
So what happens ikibaki?
Ikibaki hiyo ni lunch.
Waste.
Ni ama at 3 on staff are eating, wanapewa yote. You get done. But you cannot have and then we also can't do maybe 10 kilos of mokimo. We are just doing it enough for those 2-3 hours, maximum 4, and we are done.
All right.
Yes.
So you have to also know your clients,
Yes.
and know the people that love mokimo or the particular food that you're serving, and time yenye wanakujanga.
Yes.
Okay.
And even our clients wamejua, so they come at that time for that. If you come earlier, you will not get it. If you come later, hakuna.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So lazima ukuwe na timeline.
Yeah.
All right. So let's now talk about marketing.
Yeah.
Because now you've been again in this industry for a very long time.
Yes.
What are some of the marketing strategies that you found very effective for the hotels?
Like example, when I started Canon, my concept was different. I wanted to see beyond the capacity of seats that we have. So I came in with the concept of takeaways.
Okay.
So actually, while we sit here, we have so many guests that are actually enjoying our services while they are not here.
All right.
So we came in, we tried as much as possible to hit the market with that. So most of our clients will actually call and ask for their orders and get them delivered for free.
For free?
Yes. And they're used to it. So over time, we are getting to corporates. Now they are coming and telling us, oh no, we are having a small meeting, why don't you serve us from the office?
Okay.
So that's one. Of course, social media. We also have things like branding. And when I mean branding, I just don't mean putting a name on the t-shirt or, you know. It's got to do with you know, even from the packaging, there is how we present, for example, our takeaways. It has got to do with a lot, so that, you know, it's unique in the market. Leave alone just advertising, because everyone is advertising. So for us, I would say for me, it's the unique pattern of how you come into the market
Yeah.
is what makes you, remain relevant. Yes.
All right, usikuje to advertising like
Yeah.
every other hotel
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
All right, and so if you're delivering for free,
Yes.
how do you recover, of course, the money utatumia ku deliver or for the transport, because again that's an extra cost that you're not charging. So how do you recover that money?
We in business there are things we call the cost of production. So when we are coming up with this concept, I made sure I factored in the whole issue of having that outside, because you find that I have many staff as compared to someone with this kind of a restaurant.
Yeah.
But then the cost, you see, the way maybe I would have to hire another room to expand my restaurant. It is the cost I translated to. So I was able to invest into motorbikes, into getting delivery people, but it's the same cost I would have maybe used to get an extra space.
Room, yeah.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So it's all about creativity.
It's all about creativity.
Yes, and really thinking about what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it about the first part of the business class in the hotel industry. But before we get into the second part, I want you to get into the business 101. Be very keen, because this is where you get tips on what you're supposed to do for your business to grow. If you are in the hotel industry, usikae tu, you're doing things the very same way. Your hotel is not even growing. You've been having the same room, the same for 10 years. No, we have to grow. We say business is more than meets the eye. So let's get into the business 101, then we'll be coming right back to tell you more about the hotel industry.
Hi, my name is Joseph Kuria Wamwangi. I am the founder of Canaan Hotel, and just want to give some of the tips that you would maybe need or require when starting your own hotel business. First, it's capital, and there is no small capital. Capital is what you have. You can start with whatever you have, because it will determine, what kind of business you start. You can start from takeaways from home. You can start from where you are. Second thing is the passion. When I say the passion, I know, yes, there is the understanding that you love to do this business, but also to understand that what part of the hospitality industry you're really eager and would like to pursue. The third one, I would say commitment. This industry is 24 hours. You have to know that people need food, for the 24 hours. So you have to give it your best. There are more, the working hours are more. The days that you have to serve people are almost 7 days in a week. So that is very critical. The fourth one, I would say inspiration. Inspiration is what would you like to achieve? What experience are you giving your clients? And the last one is customer service. Thank you so much. My name is Joseph Kuria Wamwangi, founder of Canaan Hotel, and you're watching Business Plus.
Yeah, so we are back after the business 101, and I hope that umekuwa na kitabu na pen and you're noting it down. I've said, tell your business-minded people wakuje hapa, because this is the place to be. Tunasema Business Plus is where you get the tips for what you need to make money, kwa sababu lazima kwa hii biashara tengeneze pesa. So we are back, and thank you, Kuria, for the tips.
You're welcome.
Now, let's talk about the signature meal. Yeah. So at Canaan, what's the signature meal?
I think everyone wants to have family platter. Family platter is it's one of the dishes that we just have a very big plate. It's more or less like a sinia, and you have two types of meat, 4 starches, vegetables, and then you know, and then people just share the meal. So we have families, corporate. Sometimes they come, 4 people share, and it's very cost effective because you know, like the first one starts at 1,000 shillings. So you can divide between 4 people.
Yeah, that's
with 2 types of meat. Okay. There's chicken, there's beef. So
yeah,
they really that's the best. You individually kana sana. Yeah.
And is it important for a hotel to have a signature meal?
Yes.
Why?
Because you know, you can't be the best for everything. So there is always that one dish that you're able to master, and then once you master it, you are able to be able to give people your best, and that way you're able to now be known for a few particular things or one particular thing, which acts as the attraction point, and then the others are, you know, the other types of meals that you give are actually attractions. I mean they complement the attraction.
Okay, okay. So you need to have one thing that's like the major meal, what people come for.
Yes.
That's amazing. And now because you've told me about the family platter, and kwanza inaanzia at 1,000. And we've seen how things are fluctuating, especially food products, mboga and everything. So food words in a change prices, or how do you just balance how things are fluctuating with this economy that it's up there, and just making sure that you don't get losses?
First, by praying.
Very, very important.
Because you know, the market is volatile. You cannot be able to actually, you know, when you're doing the pricing and what you get in the market, hakuna siku utaamka useme leo mboga imepanda, so leo nauza 80 bob, kesho 200. No. So what we do is we try as much as possible to be relevant in the various markets that are around. So probably you'd find maybe here in Kericho, they are selling a certain product at this much, but we have other neighboring towns. There is Chepsion and a few others. So we tend to compare. We have 2, 3, 4 people who we can call and ask them, how much are you selling this? How much are you selling this? So that you're able to get the best products, but at a reasonable price.
Okay, okay. You don't overprice.
No.
Again, then you lose clients because of that. Okay. And now we have people who are watching us, the viewers, and they're first timers in this industry. No, they're just getting in, or at our Janza, they're planning to start up a hotel. So what's the one major thing that you'd say, usipoangalia ukianza hoteli, you'll have a major downfall? What would that be for you through your experience?
For me, I would say you have to get 2 things right. You have to get, let me use the recipe right. And the second thing, you have to be able to get the service right. When I say these 2 things, people think, of course, recipe, yes, they understand the way of how you cook the food, but the service may not necessarily mean a smiling person walking to you, or maybe catwalking. No, that's not the service I'm talking about. I'm talking about how do people relate. So you could have very fast service. They know that when I call, you know, they can be able to deliver within very few minutes. There are others, they know that it's by order. There is a place where maybe you can set in a way that, you know, you have many people who are doing the same thing. You could have a service where, for example, it's timely, like what I've told you. There are so many. You just need to find your way of how you're going to serve the food. And actually people pick that, and that's what they run with.
Okay. So lazima uko unajua vile uta relate with your people very
and
well.
What are you going to sell to them?
Not just
as a service.
Okay. And now, Are there any certifications that I need when I want to start up a hotel?
Yes. First and foremost, you have the license, the normal license.
Okay.
You have a public health. In the hotel business, the public health is more important. And you have to comply. And then you have others like the music copyright. There are quite a few that follow, you know, because of the business itself.
Okay.
There's tourism fund, you know, and such like. Yeah.
So you have to get that before you start, or you start up
So
then you get?
the two most important that you have to get before you even open the doors are the county license, and then the public health.
The public health.
Yes.
Because you have to make sure that everything is in good condition.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are there some of the challenges that you faced in this industry?
Yes. I would say some of them were good challenges, some of them were really scary. Again, because I know I'm not the only one, every time you start a new thing, there's always a possibility of it picking or not picking.
Or not, right.
And that one, haina guru.
Haina ujanja.
No, haina ujanja. You just have to go through that step one.
Yeah.
The second thing, of course, staffing. You know, you want to have staff who are going to download your vision and understand how you want to deliver it.
Yeah.
Again, you can't do everything on your own. The third one, of course, you have competition from the rest.
Yeah.
And maybe the fourth one, I would say, hotel business will stretch you. Yes, I may have experiences, but every new place or every other thing you want to try, it will stretch you, because people want to feel the fast, you know, the connection. It just doesn't, you can't just employ people and leave and expect it to work like someone who is actually on, you know, hands-on.
Yeah.
So it will stretch you, and you have to get to a point where, you know, you grow your capacity, or else it's easy for you to break down and close and go.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So like you have to, you yourself, you have to come to Canaan daily.
Yes, I work every day for the 7 days, 365 days. You can imagine when people are going for Christmas is when I can't leave.
Yes, yes.
When people are going for Easter, that's a day you will not find me.
Yeah. And now to the most important, because I know this is where most employers have a problem.
Yeah.
Talking about your employees, do you train them? How do you go about it, just to make sure that you have the best people working for you? Because again, I understand you would be wanting to offer the best services, you've put up a very good hotel and everything is really working well, but the people working for you, how I give. So how do you go about it? How do you choose your employees? From my mentor, I learned one thing. Employee-employer relationship is like a family. Okay.
A family is guided by rules and regulations. You have ethics, and you also have common understandings. What I mean when I say that is, they know there are irreducible minimums. There are things we don't, even when they do, they know that one we cannot agree.
Yeah.
There are things they know that this is our culture, this is what we do, and we don't change. And then we have our own relationship where we're able to actually relate, but also within the rules and regulations that are there.
Yeah.
So once you start having that culture, or when you cultivate that, you tend to have those who are missing out, they will leave you.
Yeah.
Or they will go out of the way, and probably you will agree on, you know, what, you know, how to go about going forward. Those who agree with you, they tend to become one of your most loyal employees. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. So it's a matter of training, but again, some may fail and some may become the loyal employees.
Yes.
Wow. So as you've seen, the hotel industry is really wide. but if you actually love what you're doing, then go for it. And remember in the other episode ulituambia kama hauna passion ya hii kitu, don't even try it, itakuwa a big deal for you. So it has to start with, do you love what you're doing? If you don't love what you're doing, tricks. So thank you so much. We've had an amazing time and I know that we have learned a lot. So kama unataka kuanza hii biashara, this is the time for you. Tunasemanga, you start from where you are. Whatever you have, anzia hapo. Then make sure you grow and make sure you follow everything that Korea has told you. So this has been the Business Plus, tumekuwa Canon, and of course as you can see we are enjoying, and this is not just it, aki already hata nimeshiba. But kama unataka kukuja, this is the place to be. Tuko huku Kericho and you'll have an amazing experience right here. We'll see you in the next episode. On Friday we'll be having a repeat of the same at 7:30 in the PM. But till then, see you. My name is Rachel Kahugo.